You remember Ivan, the absolute genius when it came to sending the right cards to the right people and improving your comrades' morale? Well, this is the story about his sister. You remember her? We got a letter from her. Who's up in space. The place Ivan would absolutely love to be. But then his job at the London Museum of Cosmonautics got taken by his girlfriend, and it was really actually quite sad. Let's not linger on that. Operation Empty Nest. Hi, remember me? No. It's Mishka from school. Whenever, in my experience, someone from school that you haven't spoken to in years suddenly messages you and goes, "Hey, remember me?" very swiftly this conversation is gonna go, "Hey, wanna buy some useless shit that you don't need?" Mishka, it's been a long time. Yes, how are you? I heard you're doing research on the space station. Maybe? I don't know if it's classified or not. Yes, that's right, I'm in space. Amazing, that sounds so exciting. Are you working with lasers?
But lasers can't do this.
No, not exactly. My research is more biological. That's just a super weird way of putting it, but okay. Like aliens? No, like behavioral. I'm training birds to fly in zero gravity. Oh, wait, what? Why? I do question why. I also question if you could actually do that. I guess. Could you though? I don't know.
Pigeons normally keep their bodies in a horizontal axis while in flight. These zero-G birds have lost their feeling for what is up or down and point in all directions, some even flying upside down.
It's science. That's a pretty fair response. Huh, you always were pretty weird. You're acting like I decided to do this. Like I was just some weirdo who went, I'm gonna go into space and teach birds how to fly. It's like approved by the government. This is like a multi-million, whatever they use in Russia, or like operation. There's clearly like some reason for it. It's not like just one weird person went, I'm going to take birds into space. It was for like the first day and a half, but now I've spent 3 months up here and I'm basically trapped at work. Oh well, you should know. You should do what I do when you need to type a lot slower. You should do what I do. Blah 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 blah, online quizzes. Okay, quiz. What wonderful wizard house are you? Let's find out! You're working with a group and come to a fork in the trail. Stick with the most capable people and supplies. Scout ahead on both trails and find the better choice. Make your own decision and strike out alone. Call for a vote and let the majority decide for everyone. Why are we not sticking together? I feel like if we're hiking, we should stick together. So like, if we decide, everyone takes a vote on which way we go, I feel like that's probably better. Pick an element. Kite, stone, fire, water. Fire, because we're in space and I haven't seen fire in forever, because fire is bad.
At Mission Control Center near Moscow, they heard the word that strikes fear in anyone connected with the space program: fire. And this was a fire in space.
Pick a mythological animal to be your pet. A duck, a dragon, Cerberus, or a unicorn. A duck, clearly. If you could cast one forbidden spell, which would it be? See the future, resurrection, immortality, or love potion? Immortality, without question. Where would you study? The library, the broom closet, some tower, or maybe a bar? Or something? It could also be like a study hall. Probably the library, because all the information's there. Assuming this is like before computers. What wonderful wizard house are you? House Crowbeak. House Crowbeak is well respected for knowledge, skill, and practicality of its members. You enjoy being right over most of the time, even if you aren't especially competitive. Surprised! Hey, Dad! Hey, kiddo! It was your birthday recently, right? Hey, Dad. How's my favorite bird brain? I got a good one today. Oh god. Why did the bird get a ticket? Hang on, I can figure this out. I don't know, Dad, why did the bird get a ticket? He was jaywalking. No, but that's better. Okay, well, what was your punchline? You're gonna get up pretty early to stump a crowbeak. I've created a monster. Good morning, comrade, or whatever time it is up there. Hello, Sasha, how are you? I already don't like this person because they don't close tabs they're not using, and I hate when people just have like a billion tabs they're not using open. Just close your tabs. Good morning, comrade. To be honest, everyone is a little on edge. There's a rumor that we might be getting an inspection. You never know what project might get axed next. Have you started today's testing? Not yet. You better get on it, although I'm not expecting much at this point. What is the testing? Do you just take a bird and like toss it and go, fly, motherfucker? That's how they learn to fly in the wild. Although I'm not expecting much at this point. Did we bring the birds up from Earth? Or did we bring eggs up and hatch them? Because wasn't that a thing with like rats or something where they brought pregnant rats up and then the baby rats couldn't orientate themselves? Like they couldn't figure out which way was up, even when they brought them down they struggled with that. Don't draw conclusions prematurely. Though these data don't paint a complete picture, the next test might just surprise you. If you say so, who's up first? First test is on subject 241. Oh, Oriel. I think he's on the verge of a breakthrough. I told you not to name them! Do not name them! We are having them for lunch tomorrow, and it's going to be much harder if you've named them. Species Golden Eagle. Patriotism, the thrill of the hunt, tearing flesh, and jazz.
You like jazz?
Dislikes rudeness, cabbage smell, weak handshakes, spinning out of control. Well, that might be a problem. Alright, let's do this! Fly! It looks like it's going well. Flap! Flap your wings! You got this! I mean, we claim that was a failure, but he stayed in a perfect line the whole time. Test complete. How did our subject do? He flew in a perfectly straight line. Same as always. That well. I will mark that as a fail then. Why break the streak now? Alexi! Hello from Earth. Hi, babe. I've been missing you. So, tell me the news, I'm so bored. Boo-hoo, you in space, get over it. JK, how'd the birds doing? Terrible as ever? Hey, don't be mean, they're doing their best. Aw, I'm just lonely here without you. I'll be home before you know it, maybe sooner than you expected. What does that mean? Are you getting fired? Hello, Mishka. So what did you get? What do you mean? On the quiz. What wizard house are you? Crowbeak. Which is actually, now that I think about it, it's quite fitting that I got Crowbeak, given that the name of this channel has a crow in it. You nerd. What do you think of Cosmonet? Gonna take more quizzes? Absolutely yes. Not sure the results would stand up to peer review, but I'm awfully bored. Haha, yeah, there's another one up now. Check it out. Where should you go on vacation? Is it space? Because that's pretty much my only option at this point. How many bags do you bring in with you? It depends on how many bags... Oh, how many bags do you want to bring with you? I thought it was like... Ideally, maybe 2, a backpack with important stuff and like laptop and, you know, that kind of thing in it. And then like another small bag with like your clothes and stuff on it. It's like one bag that you can keep on you with your essentials. And then one bag with everything else in it. One like normal bag with everything else in it. So 2, pick a drink. I know what none of these are. This looks like maybe a hot chocolate, but it's like black. A half-drunk bottle of water. Maybe it could literally be anything in just a crystal thing. Some kind of cocktail. I don't know what this is. This could be anything from whiskey to like peach schnapps. So let's... Sure. Pick a ride. Well, not that. Let's go with the motorbike. What's your favorite disaster? Financial collapse, the rapture, a blackout, nuclear war. Well, my Russian heritage says that I absolutely must choose nuclear war. Which famous piece of art would you be most tempted to steal? Probably this one. I don't know who paints this, but it actually does look pretty nice. I'm not a big fan of the Mona Lisa. I think it's just because it's one of those things where it's like, everyone knows what it is and you see it so often that after a while you just get used to it. The David's pretty good, but I think would go with Starry Night. Where should you go on vacation? Camping in the woods! Enjoy time away from the hustle and bustle of the world. Don't worry about where the tourists go. Find somewhere remote and secluded and take pleasure in fending for yourself. That's actually not a horrible one. I wouldn't mind going camping. When are you getting back? Exactly. I need to make sure Mistress is out of house before you return. Back? You said you would be home soon. How soon? Well, it depends on the success of the experiment. But not for another month at least, right? Oh, he is 100% cheating on us. We might be getting reviewed. If we are, and it goes badly, who knows? Maybe I'll even see you in a day or two. I would love to get back in touch with nature. Life in a tin can is pretty constricting. What do you think of going camping? 2 days, huh? Oh, shit. Yeah. That's not a problem, is it? No. Of course not. Just, I might be out of town. Trying to get all the hookers out of the house. What? You're leaving town? By yourself? Babe? Alexei? Don't make me come down there, Alexei. I know where you live. I will take a rock and I will throw it from space at your house and I will blow holes in your roof. Okay, I've got another one. Hit me. This one's a real groaner. How do crows stick together as a flock? A lot of crows in this. It's turned out to be very thematically appropriate. Is it super glue? There's a bunch of theories on that actually. Velcro! That one's actually pretty good. I like that one. That was actually pretty good. Greetings, comrade. The equipment has been reset. Are you ready for Subject 47? Is it going to kill me? Is it an assassin sent up? You bet. I've got Bogadash all prepped. That was my grandfather's name. You're making this weird. I am not. Bogadash, species great horned owl, likes classical music, mice, cuddles, foreign films. Dislikes bright lights, pastels, puns, and space, probably. Okay, let's do this. I have a pretty fair idea of how this is gonna go. Yep, thought so. Look at that majestic creature. Truly majestic, truly wonderful. So how did Grandpa do? He looked significantly less horrified than usual. Poor Grandpa, I'm still marking it as a fail. Are you doing anything interesting while the equipment resets? No, just extra research. What's your perfect job? Boy, I hope it says astronaut, otherwise I have made some fatal life decisions. What's your ideal workspace? An office, on the road, at home, a co-working... I mean, everyone loves working from home. What is your favorite office supply? Post-it notes, markers... I don't know if water counts as an office supply. Of these, probably markers. Favorite reason to not be at work? I'm taking a vacation day, I finished early, it's a snow day. Probably I finished early. You know? Like getting everything done and just being able to chill. What animal would you let loose to rampage through your office? Given that it's my house, probably a bee. Because I don't want like a bear or a tiger or some wolves in my house. I don't mind some bees, you know? Nice to have some bee friends. Why haven't you gotten your work done? Probably daydreaming. Avian space biologist! Yes! You would be happiest working in science to evolve. You would be happiest working in science to advance the world's knowledge and technology. Find a niche, like say the intensive study and training of birds in zero gravity. Well, that's surprising. It's a cruise. Like a Tom? The trip? I wanted to tell you all this when you got back. Cruise? Tom, you thought I was going to come back in a month and you're leaving for the cruise sometime in the next 2 days. So you would have gone on the cruise. I don't know how long the cruise is, but you could have gone on the cruise and come back before I came back. So why would you wait to tell me all this when I came back? Like, oh, by the way, I went on a cruise. Fuck you. Hello? Okay, ready to go. You ever think about changing careers? This is a little bit out of the blue. What have you been thinking about? Nothing, because I did a test and it said that I was in the exact perfect job and that I should absolutely not do anything but this. So why would I want to do anything else? Oh, nothing in particular. Just curious. When I was young, I wanted to be a great novelist. What happened? Turns out I am an absolutely horrible writer, so, you know, kind of a big flaw in the novelist plan. When science calls, you forget lesser things. You know, it was the same for you. Yeah, I guess that's about right. Hold on! The management just showed up in the lab and they do not look happy. I hope for our sake the next subject flies better than the rest. I almost doubt it. A seagull likes the moon at night, French fries, trash, the sensation of deja vu. Dislikes trash collectors, bubblegum, global warming being launched in a tube. Okay. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Majestic. I think so far the owl has been my favorite. Seagulls are just not for me. They're fine as far as birds go, but they're like barely a step above pigeons. And pigeons are barely a step above rats, and I don't like rats. Please tell me there was some improvement. What's happening? Are they cutting us? We were so close. Close? I'm not sure yet. Just give me the result to record. He could do better given time. There are still things I wanted to try. Then I must mark this down as a fail. Things are not looking good down here. I will talk to them. I'll message you again when I have news. Hello! I'm so sorry, babe. I've just been missing you so much and I was lonely. I called it! I fucking called it. You've been gone for so long. It's just that there's this girl from work. She's been hanging around a lot, and things happened, and she got us tickets for a cruise, but I'm not going to go. You're coming back, and I want to be here for you. Babe? Oh, can I just not respond? Just, no, fuck this dude. Fuck him. Nah. You don't just get tickets for a cruise out of the blue. The other shit's already gone down. Fuck this guy. I need a minute. I would have just not responded. Fuck this guy. What kind of toaster are you? Now this is the kind of shit I'm here for. How are you going to die? In a spacecraft accident, in a blaze of glory, alone. Again, Russia dictates I must say nuclear war. Pick a pigeon. I talked about this. Pigeons are a step above rats and I hate rats. Flamingo. Tomatoes are gross. That's like, so here's the thing. I don't like raw tomatoes. Like if you cut tomatoes and put it on like a burger or like in a salad, I hate raw tomatoes. But you cook tomatoes, I immediately love them. Like in pasta or like even like sun-dried tomatoes, I really like. But raw tomatoes, for some reason, I cannot stand. Who's your favorite god? Zeus, Apollo, Hades? What if I don't like any of them? I guess I feel like Hades gets a bad rap because he's just like doing his job, you know. But then you always like, oh, he's evil because he's the god of death, but you know, he's not. He's just doing his job. If anyone's evil, it's Zeus, because that guy's kind of an asshole. What is your favorite Beatles song? I have literally never listened to a Beatles song, or I've probably heard Beatles songs, but I could not name a Beatles song.
When did you write that?
I didn't write it. Paul McCartney wrote it. The Beatles.
Who?
We all live in a crimson submarine, Leica in the sky with diamonds, with a little help from my comrades. This one's got space, and I like the title of this one. I like the title. Marshmallow. Excuse me, I was reading something. Go away. I know you're sorry. I'm a marshmallow skewer. If I wasn't possibly coming home, would you even have told me? I bet your bags are packed right now. You would absolutely not have told me. You were so far away, why couldn't you have done something different for work? Why wouldn't you think about me? You motherfucker, I'm an astronaut. You know how many people would kill to be... I would kill someone to be an astronaut. If it's like if you go outside right now with a hammer and beat someone to death, you could be an astronaut. I would absolutely do that. That's like the best job. It's probably... It's not probably. It is hell. It's in space, far away from people in this cramped container. And it's like a lot of hard work. But it's in space. Oh, I would beat so many people to death for the opportunity to be an astronaut. You fuck knuckle. Just stop talking to him. Just get rid of it. Let him go on his cruise. Fuck this guy. Get out of my house. I'm gonna throw boulders at it. I was just gonna blow little holes in your roof. But now I'm gonna break the house. You screwed up. Alosha. That's not his name. And if you think you can pull something like this and expect me to give you the time of day again, well, I don't need anything from you. Don't say that, babe. I know you don't mean that. Okay, bye! The only thing you've ever done is hold me back. Don't bother me again. Okay, how do I close this so I don't have to talk to it? Okay, I've got one more. Hey, everything okay? How would you know something's wrong? It's not like we're on the phone and you can hear like there's a problem in my voice. It's a messaging app. I need a good laugh. Things are a mess. Anything for my little hatchling. Ready? What do you call a parrot who flew away? Polygon? Polygon! I called it! So, I'm quite a big fan of dad jokes, but my favorite part of dad jokes is trying to figure out what the punchline is. Like, don't tell me what it is, just give me, like, I love just trying to figure it out. Oof, wow. Hang in there, kiddo. I love you too, Dad. Can I do another quiz? Jesus. So many messages. Comrade, I have talked to them. They say we can only continue if we show measurable progress. Today. Right, so, if I just say that a bird, just pick a random one, did better. If I just lie. That's measurable progress, and then we can fail again, but now we've, like, have had some level of progress to get the program continued. Yes, it's scummy, and yes, you shouldn't lie, but also, whatever. We're probably like, but only one subject left is, Irene always has been a long shot. This is true, I do not have very high hopes. You might want to start packing. Oh, there is another thing. What? The birds. When this last test fails, we are ordered to end the project and remove any further drain on resources. See, they want to kill the birds. Just lie. Yes, it's like affecting scientific progress because you're lying on a study and that's bad. But just lie. Fuck them. What does that mean? It would be very expensive to carry them back to Earth. The most efficient thing would be to release them into space. I did tell you not to name them. She did tell us. I have a new idea. I have lots of ideas. New training methods that could work. We can't stop now. Orders are to complete the test as normal. Launch subject 113. Subject 113 is a penguin. Penguins famously don't fly. Likes fish, ice, belly rubs, folk songs, and the color green. Dislikes heat, the word moist, bell peppers, and the absence of gravity. Okay. Maybe they just don't fly on Earth. Maybe 0G is what they're built for. It's like swimming, basically. Come on, buddy. I mean, he's not tucking in his one fin. Is that like for a reason? His flipper, whatever. Wing. Whatever you want to call him. So, he did fantastic? No. No? No, the subject did not fly? No, I am not jettisoning them. So the final test was a failure. I sympathize, comrade, but orders are orders. Right, but also, if I refuse, and there's nobody else up here, what are they going to do? Because they can't leave me up here to die. Well, maybe they can. It's the Soviets. But, like, if I just refuse, it's not like they can send someone else up here. That's, like, insanely expensive. So what do they do then? What is the plan if I just refuse? No, it's cruel and it's sloppy. It's all that expense to keep them alive on the home trip. It isn't that expensive. And they're the most scientifically valuable as living species. I have said the same thing, but management seems unconvinced. Scientific principles do not have much of an impact on these guys. It would be a PR disaster if the public found out. You will blackmail the management? I will absolutely do that. No. But think about the merchandising potential of our 4 heroic space birds. Social media accounts, a press tour, plushies. Hang on. It has worked. I do not believe it. Get ready to come back home and put on a show with your flock. Okay. I don't know if this is a good ending or not, because none of the birds flew. I was kind of like, a small part of me was just hoping I would toss that penguin and that motherfucker would fly. Yes! Heroes return home. Can't fly in space, but in our hearts. Birds Award is the highest honor for birds. I'm guessing the highest honor for birds isn't all that high. Man, between this and From Ivan, these are like some of the best games I've played in quite a while. And again, I don't know how big of an effect your different choices have. If it is possible to like teach the birds how to fly, if I'd made different choices.